Today is Monday, November 8th, and I am back after a month and a half-ish long hiatus from weightlifting. I'm back today. I guess to just give some context in case I'm ever rewatching these training logs and I forget. So I hurt my lower back, the left side of my lower back, the QL, pretty badly on the Friday session that followed the most recent Wednesday session that I posted. I basically just had to take a break from anything related to weightlifting and like things that involved picking things up off the ground. And so for the last 6 or 7 weeks or so, I've just been doing like bodybuilding type stuff and staying away from weightlifting. But now slowly easing back into things. Today wasn't anything particularly crazy, just because, again, we're easing back into things. So today, full snatches at 65. That was the sort of cap that I set for myself, just 10 pounds on each side. And they went pretty well. Went pretty well as in no problems with my lower back, both during and after the session. And so I think that's the sort of green light to go up a little bit for when I snatch again on Friday, probably the upper cap or the upper bound being 95 or 2 greens. And so here with these snatches, I'm really trying to focus on the sort of the problem area, the problem area that sort of caused my lower back injury was, I think, not getting in the right position off of the ground. I've always sort of had trouble with getting my lower back into sort of full extension off of the ground, and I think my lower back being in slight flexion and some other factors here and there, I think, led to the injury. And so here I'm really just trying to focus on making sure that my lower back is in the right position. And I sort of experimented with different ways of setting up today. So like the first 3 sets, I watched a video by Zach Tallender about how to sort of set up from the ground for the snatch. And I think it was very helpful. I just don't think I was executing it properly. I think I'm still not getting the extension in my lower back that I think that I need to. But what I do think it is good for is sort of putting me in the right position relative to like shifting my body weight in the place that it needs to be relative to the bar. So I guess that's just a fancy way of saying I'm maintaining my body weight over midfoot pretty well. You can see there's no sort of jumping forwards or backwards. And my weight is shifted over the bar exactly where it needs to be. And so, yeah, that's what I sort of experimented on with the first 3 sets. And then the last 2 sets here, for set 4 and 5, I sort of do this thing where I rock back and get my lower back into extension and then put myself over the bar, if that makes any sense. You can obviously sort of see the difference here, but I think this is a little more conducive for getting my lower back in the right place, but I think it also gives me the tendency to start a little behind the bar. You can see on some of the reps, I end up jumping forwards just because my weight is shifted back all the way onto my heels, or further onto my heels compared to the first 3 sets. But in any case, I think moving forward, I want to sort of iterate on the setup that I was messing around with on the first 3 sets, and then just making sure that I'm getting in the right position. And so I mean, honestly, like this weight is so light, but I'm really happy just to be back in it after like 6 weeks of not weightlifting. It really made me appreciate weightlifting because I missed it so much. So I definitely learned that if I were to pursue a career in bodybuilding, I would fizzle out after 6 weeks. After these snatches, I did for my accessories the following: just weighted pull-ups and dumbbell overhead holds. Pretty solid first day back. Here's to hoping that no more issues come up with my lower back and that I'll be back to where I once was soon enough. That's about it for today.